Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another exciting night of college basketball presented by 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the UConn Huskies going up against the Florida Gators. Along with analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Forrest Hunt. Tonight, we get a look at some of the next generation of NBA stars.
You know, that's one of my favorite parts of watching these games, seeing what kind of dynamic, new, fresh players will soon be headed to the league.
Yeah, plenty of NBA hopefuls on these two teams. It'll be interesting to see who really distinguishes themselves from the pack.
On the wing, Junior. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice speed that time from Red Thompson.
Well, I tell you, if Junior gets a chance to do some damage behind the arc, he'll take advantage of it. And that offensive killer instinct of his, really impressive.
On the wing, Bayless. Cobb. And finished off by Hendricks Cobb. Talking about the connections between Hendricks Cobb and Junior. Cobb was actually coached by Junior's dad growing up.
You know, that's true. The man simply known as Coach Cobb in New Jersey when Cobb lived there. Eventually, they lost contact and Cobb's family moved to Louisiana, but this is just another connection between Hendricks Cobb and Junior.
That's to Humphreys.
Good job that time by Junior. Solid ball movement, understanding, and even sensing when one of those guys was open there.
Up top, Cobb. That was by Smith. Cobb's shot's good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Junior outside. Launches a three. And the Huskies another three.
Hey, I think the catch and shoot is all about shot preparation and decisiveness. And Junior, no hesitation there.
Here's Cobb. And Hendricks Cobb slings it in.
Just sneak out. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the side.
Outside, Smith. That's to Humphreys. Smith fires a three. Rebound by Mercer. And if you're an avid fan of college hoops, this game is a big one for you. Hendricks Cobb and Junior, two friends that got into it on a show over the summer. This will be the first time that they've played since that ordeal.
I think it's obvious they're trying to downplay it, but it's also obvious there's a little beef between them right now. And I would expect absolute fireworks as they go right at each other. One of these guys is looking to make a big statement.
Smith with the bucket.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Outside Cobb. That one doesn't drop. Smith with some nice D. UConn in the lead. And Junior throws it down.
Well, Junior takes a lot of pride in slashing inside and finishing. He's showing you right there how dangerous he can be in that kind of situation.
Here's Cobb. He's got 6. Score the basket. His 4th shot. He's only missed 1 tonight.
One-handed. You broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Pass to Webb. Back to Junior. Here's the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Webb.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Back to Peterson. Unloads from 13 feet. And the Gators tack on 2 more. And Cobb, who returned for his sophomore year, has continued to add to his impressive skill set.
And this season, Cobb's looked a lot more refined. Every bit of movement and focus will continue to be a terror for opposing defenses.
Pass to Cobb. And then Cobb with the jam.
Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Hendricks is just a different type of ball.
And that one drops for him.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passion of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist column and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Here's Cobb. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot and goes for two. It goes on Thompson.
You know, we talk about how multi-talented Cobb is, and he's one of that new breed players. You can't slide into an easy category. He does a little bit of everything, and boy, he does it well.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Junior inside. Cobb on him. Back to Smith. The three ball. And again, UConn with the triple.
Look out now. Junior is hot and feeling it right now.
Now Diaz. There's a screen. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And if you thought Junior might go pro after his freshman season, he had an impressive outing, but decided another year developing was his best choice. Ultimately, it might be best for him.
And there it is for him.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Now here's Cobb. Guarded by Smith. Here's Batista. Can't cash in from close range. Pass to Beasley. Three-pointer. Here's Lowe. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up two on the second effort.
And the D getting outwork there on the football. Can't let that happen.
Oh!
That flash of brilliance by Cobb, it's why he was a huge recruit out of the state of Louisiana.
Junior up deep. And the Huskies another three.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed come from the end.
And Stomping alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, excellent setup that time by Junior's teammate, and then Junior did the rest with the throwdown.
And the Gators with possession. It's a 14-point game. And guys, this is the matchup we were hoping for. Cobb and Junior trading blows all game long.
Boy, both players have been huge for their respective teams, and that extra fire and juice of their off-season spat has turned this game into a classic. Amazing performance from two great sophomore stars.
He was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming for him.
You look at Cobb and all the physical tools he has, I tell you, it's a no-brainer to get the ball inside to him. I mean, normally he'll score and or draw the foul. Shoots 2.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Both good from the line that time. They've built a very nice lead.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
How about this matchup here tonight, you guys? Hendricks Cobb versus Junior. The two are familiar with one another as they grew up competing in the Battle of Brooklyn Invitational against each other.
And they'll be very familiar with each other because of that. Matching up against one another all game long. This is the matchup we all wanted to see. Comes the bigger star, all bets are off when longtime friends go at it.
Well, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Pass to Murray. Thompson with the ball. Takes a three. Bayless with the rebound. Now here's Mercer. And there's the rejection. Macy with it. Pass to Thompson. Murray. Thompson with the ball. Peterson covering. And the Huskies another three.
And we knew what Thompson was thinking here. It's no secret he's out to distinguish himself as a top college prospect from beyond the arc.
Here's Cobb. Another shot. Stolen away.
And, you know, one thing that jumps out at you with Cobb is that his athleticism is off the charts, unreal. You talk about an NBA-ready body, check that box, too. You can match his speed and power at any level.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is a quarter. Easy miss of Joe.
What happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Nice tip. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Right side, Webb. First shot, first basket. He is out of the blocks fast.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Outside, Cobb. And here's Cobb slams it in.
And seeing the defender has an angle, Cobb is cocky enough to try it anyway, and boy, he finishes that one in style.
Pass to Murray. Back to Macy. Porter over Mercer. And the Huskies tack on two more.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Cobb's shot's good.
Flashing the ball handling skills there. Like watching Cobb take over and be creative for himself.
That one falls.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Huskies out in front, up by 16. And the first half of play in the books. You look at the game Junior's having, talk about his numbers.
He was locked in from long range, splashing.
Yeah, you know, they're small forward, the three-man indeed, making the defense pay seemingly every time they gave him airspace.
One of the legendary recruiting classes for the game. That 2004 class, the starting 5 and 6 men all went on to play pro ball. They called themselves the 04s for the year they all enrolled.
Now here's Thompson. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. From deep, Smith, and the Huskies another three.
And he's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And the talent level for the 04s, simply unreal. Multiple Gators going on to have great pro careers.
You know, it was led by Al Horford, Joakim Noah, and Corey Brewer. Easily one of the best recruiting classes ever in college basketball, in my opinion. Very few colleges have ever seen a class that talented.
Mercer up top. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Peterson. And here's Bayless. Back to Peterson. He can't get it to go. And it's UConn the other way. Thompson outside.
The roster of the alumni for the Gators, pretty impressive. You look at some great NBA players on that list that did their college basketball playing in Florida.
Some of the big names in the league, Brad Beal, Al Horford, they were stars here with Florida before making the jump. Overall, the Gators can be counted on to supply a fair amount of NBA players at any given time.
Junior outside. Pass to Thompson. His first shot attempt. Here's Junior, and the layup's good off the glass.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, this is exactly what Coach loves about Cobb. I mean, the kid just does not back down to anybody.
With off the double. Thompson, right side. Over here, sir. And again, it's UConn.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a given.
Cobb with it. Thompson picks him up. And so it looks like the Gators will retain possession here. The Gators will now miss.
Very tough when you have that good of a look. The defense caught a break there because he missed.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and he gets a chance for a three-point play.
You know, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
And that one misses. Now here's Bautista. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Peterson. Pass to Diaz. Outside Peterson. Goes up on the baseline. That's short off the rim. Here's Humphries. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And it's Bautista penetrating. Looking to end the run. Tipped. And they get it back. Fields with the bucket. Here's Humphries. He's got 6. Outside, Smith. Pass to Humphries. Beasley. Junior high post. And so he draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
Have to display disciplined defense against Junior. You don't want to bail out guys with his kind of skill set.
The Huskies making a switch here. So he gets them both.
You guys, we're seeing Junior develop right before our eyes. With every game he plays, he's maturing more and more. A lot of the skills that take years for most players to master seem to come naturally for him.
It's Bautista penetrating. Stolen by Smith. A solo fast break. Here's Fletcher. Good. And Smith gets the assist.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And here's Bautista. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. Now Macy. Pass to Junior. Outside Macy. Back to Junior. Beyond the arc. And the Huskies another three.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now here's Bautista. Pass to Diaz. Here's Fisher. It's rebounded by UConn. Macy with it. Down low. Here's Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Well, that's exactly what his coaches want from him. They want Junior attacking the rim and playing with energy at that end of the floor.
Bautista down low. Fisher. Deflected. Here's Beasley. Pass to Macy. And here's Junior. Peterson covering. To the paint. Here's Porter. And the Huskies tack on two more.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Stolen by Smith. Fletcher can't hit. And it's the Gators with the ball. Pass to Bautista. They set a pick. Now here's Smith. Macy on the wing. Tries to spin move. Here's Beasley. Now Smith, covered by Fisher. And the Huskies another three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
And here's Peterson. Trying to get back on track. Buries it from long range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now here's Macy. Defended by Diaz. Pass to Junior. And the dunk by Junior.
Emphatic throwdown that time by Junior. You watch this guy playing, you can see the grit. You can almost feel it. He developed that grit growing up in Newark, New Jersey.
Outside Fields. Here's your right side. Pocket six. The fadeaway. And air ball on that one. Way off. Pass to Macy. Here's Beasley. Junior. Defended by Diaz. Here's Porter. And it's Bautista with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Brad.
And it's the Huskies with the ball. It's Thompson off the drive. Chuck up two there.
And I like how quick Thompson is to get on the front foot and move with purpose. Keeps defenders off balance, puts them at a disadvantage. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Pass to Murray. Here's Atkins. Thompson. Bottom block. From beyond the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. And here are the Gators now. Outside Blunt. Pass to Collins. Here's Snow. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
And without question, Junior was the driving force. He set the tone with his energy and effort, and his teammates followed en route to a blowout victory.
And guys, I think we all caught a glimpse of just how special this young man can be. Games like this one will certainly catch the attention of NBA scouts.
And that'll wrap it up for us. Until next time, good night.
Junior, you got a second?
Yeah, sure thing, Alex.
Junior, a big effort from you. You stepped up against this Hendricks Todd-led team. What does it feel like to take on a rival like that and get the win?
Oh man, it feels good, Alex. Yeah, Hendricks Cobb is an amazing player, and anytime you can beat a player of that caliber, it really creates momentum for the rest of the season.
Okay. Do you think this proves to any doubters that you and Hendricks are on the same level?
Most definitely. And anybody who watched that game tonight will agree.
Well, thanks for the interview and congrats again on the win.
Thanks, Alex. The game, bro. Hey, make sure to stay on track next game. Want to see a tournament at the end of the year. You too.
Greetings, sports fans, and welcome to our presentation of college basketball. In this game, we'll see the UConn Huskies going up against the West Virginia Mountaineers. Here with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Forrest Hunt, and we're excited to bring you today's game. So off the tip, it's UConn. And here's Thompson. Pass to Junior. The three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Good recognition there from Thompson, sizing up the defense and getting it to a wide open play.
Hernandez, Webb covering. Here's Brand. Back to Hernandez. Down low. They get a hand on it. Junior high post. Trying his luck from deep. Stevenson with the rebound. Now, here's Hernandez. Pass to Stevenson. Brand. Hernandez. Webb covering. Here's West. An easy 2 points on the layup.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboard right now? Some hard-earned second chance.
From deep, Smith. And again, UConn with the triple.
When he makes a catch and fire, Junior shows the confidence he's gaining in that shot.
Pass to Hernandez. Here's Brand. And now he's on the board with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And the rebound and the foul show you what he is all about, ready and determined to the soft touch.
Now here's Smith. He's got 6. And the basket by Webb.
Good job that time by Junior. Solid ball movement, understanding, and even sensing when one of his guys was open there.
West on the wing. Pass to Stevenson. Here's Brand. Here's Hernandez. Webb covering. And the bucket is good.
Well, next time that time from Pearson, I love the unselfishness there.
And here are the Huskies. Junior outside. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. Now West Virginia takes it the other way. To the middle. Here's Hernandez. And so he earns the trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Thompson. Thompson outside. Pass to Junior. Launches a 3. And the Huskies another 3.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Pearson outside. Hernandez. There's a screen by Hernandez. Here's Brand. And he drops it into the low post.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that.
And here are the Huskies. To the paint. Nice move. And Junior with the layup.
And making buckets inside. If you're Junior, and you want to play in the NBA, it's one of the things you need in your game.
Pearson outside. Hernandez. Pass to Brand. Hernandez with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Over Thompson. He's off on that one. Now UConn takes it the other way. Junior from deep. And the Huskies another 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
Pearson outside. Low from 9. The basket is good. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. UConn in the lead. Outside, Smith. Again, Smith missing.
Boy, but he was close to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense and not allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And it's out of bounds to the Mountaineers as West Virginia retains possession. Timeout called here. The Mountaineers decide to talk things over. Junior really making a difference here.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they got to talk about it quickly.
Here's White, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I tell you what, fearless in his approach. White's one of those smaller guys who plays big inside.
It's Smith on the wing, takes a 3, and again UConn with the triple.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now here's White, guarded by Smith. The drive by White, lays it up and banks it in.
A multi-dimensional scorer. White can shoot it, and he can also beat you off the dribble.
From deep, Smith, good on the three-point shot.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters.
Here's Tavares. It's rebounded by UConn. Junior up top. He's got 20. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming for him.
Always a good idea to go up strong inside. Junior draws contact and gets the lead.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You guys, we're seeing Junior develop right before our eyes. With every game he plays, he's maturing more and more. A lot of the skills that take years for most players to master seem to come naturally to him.
To the inside. And he caught that pass in full strength on his way to the big slam.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
And stolen by Junior. And they're on the break. And Smith with the stop.
Junior doing a great job bagging his own groceries there. Got the steal and then took it rack to rack for the finish.
Here's Tavares. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Ball's not loose. Here's the one-on-one. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, it's so impressive to see Junior read the defense in this fast break transition situation and then execute. Nicely done.
Timeout called here. The Mountaineers decide to talk things over.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Lets the floater go. Thompson grabs the board.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And you know, you got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now Pearson. Webb with it. He's picked up by Pearson. Near left side. Porter. Rejected by Stevenson. Pearson with it. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Good, tough work that time by Pearson. That's got to get him jacked up.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Now here's Thompson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Outside, Hernandez. West. Pearson outside. Pass to Hernandez. From 11 feet away. And too long on the shot. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Murray. 17-point lead, their largest. Here's Macy. Off target with the three. And here is Pearson. Pass to Stevenson. Pearson. Webb covering. Teardrop shot. And it's UConn with the rebound. And here's Thompson. Changes up. And it's good on the lay-in.
Credit the hustle on display there from Thompson, keeping that play alive with his activity.
Pass to Brand. Back to Hernandez. Outside, West. There's a screen by Hernandez. Shot's good by West.
Great job at screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Thompson outside. And the basket is good.
Well, Thompson, you have to be mindful of him now in the mid-range. He's got a solid stroke and a good overall skill set at the offensive end.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Huskies out in front, up by 19. And through the first half of play, what about Junior's performance stands out?
He's in a tremendous rhythm offensively. The defense trying everything they can to slow him down to no avail.
Hey, and he's confident to begin with now. When he gets on a roll like this, best of luck to you. Bring help and plenty of it. Make somebody else beat you is the strategy.
Outside, Hernandez. Outside, West. Pass to Brand. Now Hernandez. And the foul called on Junior. That'll be the second foul of the game. West with it. Here's Brand. It's Hicks. And here's Pearson from the arc.
I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
A difficult situation for West Virginia. Outside, West. Hernandez. Back to West. Pass to Hernandez. Now here's Pearson. Here's West. Back to Hernandez. Left drops, and it comes off an assist from West.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
And it's the Huskies with the ball. Outside, Smith. And the Huskies another three.
Great to see Junior stretch the floor. That kind of work would do wonders for his team's spacing.
And run by Smith. Pearson outside. Outside, West. Pass to Hernandez. And he makes that one. And it's the Huskies with the ball. Thompson outside. Junior outside. And he banks in the layup.
It's all about keeping one's balance. Like watching Junior accept the hit and still be able to finish.
And here are the Mountaineers now. Here's Tavares. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Now here's Smith. Inside. Low. And he jams it with authority.
How about that nice dime by Junior to a ready shooter? Well, I tell you what, you can see his floor vision just improving with each game.
Here's Tavares. Raked it off the glass. Here's Humphries. Junior outside from 20 feet out. It's rebounded by West Virginia.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Tavares. White. Here's Weaver. Here's Rose. White. And it's blocked by Smith. And he's able to get it back. Harden can't get it to go. And so here's UConn. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And it's good. 2 points.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Harden. And again, West Virginia with the triple.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. But he has to close out a little stronger on him.
To the middle, takes the 13-footer, and there's another one for the Huskies.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Now here's White, guarded by Smith.
A good board there, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Put to work on the glass.
Here's Beasley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And you love to run the alley-oop play with someone who has a large catch radius. Junior gets to the ball as well as anyone.
Here's Tavares. Fletcher with the rebound. Outside, Smith. And the three-out target. Yes, count it.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Tavares. Fletcher with the rebound.
Oh, you got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Drucks in the tray.
Has been smooth sailing for Junior on offense, working hard to prove his big league potential is more than potential, it's a reality.
Here's Tavares. Looking to end the run. Fletcher with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
It's good.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. And that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the floor.
Here's Tavares. Pass to White. There's a screen. And he lays it straight in.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently not the good defender.
Outside, Smith. To the wing, right side. Here's Fletcher. It's hauled in by Harden. Here's Weaver. White for three. Unable to get that one to go. Here's Humphries. Pass to Beasley. Smith. Down low. Humphries gets the bucket.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Yeah, it sure has been. All you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Beyond the arc. And it's UConn with the rebound.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Beasley. Here's Humphries. Pass to Smith. Fletcher. Here's Tavares. They're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Over to the wing. Here's Weaver. And here's White. Covered by Junior. Here's Weaver. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Tavares. White. And it's blocked by Smith. Here's Humphries. It's Smith on the wing. three. And again, UConn with the triple.
And, Junior already knows how to get productive. I'm sure scouts are taking note of this guy's offensive upside.
Here's Tavares. Pass to White. To the paint. Here's Weaver. Got a piece of it. Now Junior. Here's Fletcher. Out to the wing. Now here's Smith. He's guarded by White. Here's Beasley. Pass to Humphries. Junior. Here's Humphries. Left side, Smith. Here's Beasley. And here's Junior. And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
And without question, Junior was the driving force. He set the tone with his energy and effort, and his teammates followed en route to a blowout victory.
And guys, I think we all caught a glimpse of just how special this young man can be. Games like this one will certainly catch the attention of NBA scouts.
And for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Well, our goal is to win a championship. Anything less would be a disappointment. I'm lying.
Okay, well, do you think from a personal perspective, do you think your play has been consistent enough to merit that level of optimism?
Am I perfect every time out? No. But I'm striving. And I know I got my teammates behind me.
Thanks for your time, Junior.
But Alex, let me talk to you for a second.
I don't like the sound of that tone, Archie.
You're showing way more favoritism to Hendricks than you are to Junior. I'm okay with players getting more hype than others. When it comes to Junior,
Hendricks Cobb is a superstar that lives in Atlanta.
and he's not,
Yo, Arch, chill. All right. Hey, that's not coming.
This isn't doing anything for Junior.
all I'm asking is that you be fair.
Don't beg me about the story about how you're bullying for some puppies.
Arch, you trouble. Now, what are you doing? I was in a good place with her.
She is challenging you. Don't back down.
She's just doing her job. Now I know she's about to trash me on her show.
Just trying to help Junior, that's all.
Just stop, Arch. Don't. 2-game road trip. We're going to learn a lot about each other, how we're evolving as a team. Road trips are never easy. It should be quite a solid test for us. Hey, Junior. Junior, you with us? Yes, sir. What I just said? I don't know, Coach. You care to share with the rest of the team what you're doing? No. Clear out, guys. Junior, no one's bigger than the team. I will bench you. Still, Coach. I want to go down the same path as last year where everybody's getting caught up on the media. I should do us both a favor and trash that phone call happening. If people really need to see you to act like they're on this road trip, will you really bench?
Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's time for college basketball, and we have an exciting matchup on the way. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the UConn Huskies going up against the Syracuse Orange. Joined today by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. I'm Forrest Hunt, and college hoops action is just around the corner here. And the Orange start out with the ball. Here's Towers. Pass to James. Over Thompson. Off the left rim and out. Here's Humphries. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Good recognition there from Thompson, sizing up the defense and getting it to a wide open player.
Here's Syracuse now.
Well, for a long time, Syracuse has been a major player in college hoops. They've been a tough competitor since the 70s. Very rarely will they not be a presence in the tournament at the end of the season.
Now here's Nelson. One up, one down. 2 points in his first shot of the game.
Yeah, it looked to me as though Dean was just waiting for the defense to make that mistake and instantly gets it to the wide open man.
That's the left, and it's out of bounds. The Huskies able to retain possession here. As you said with the Orange, they've been successful for decades.
When you think about program cornerstones, you've got to think Dave Bing for the Syracuse Orange. I mean, this Hall of Famer spent 3 years with the Orange and was dominant in his time. I really believe he laid the first foundational bricks for what became an outstanding basketball program at Syracuse.
And so it looks like the Orange will retain possession here. And the Orange with possession here. Outside Nelson. Picked by Starks. With Samar. Smith gets a hand on it.
Well, excellent focus defensively that time. Junior is a guy who can dominate at both ends of the floor.
And he gets the bucket.
And, you know, big road trip here for Junior and company. A nice chance to really improve their standing in the cold.
A couple of games away from their home is no easy task. If they're able to string together a few wins, that would be a huge boost in the eyes of the selection committee.
Now here's D. Pass to Nelson. He tries a three. The shot misses, and it's UConn the other way. And here's Thompson. Smith. And the foul on Nelson. That is his first foul of the game. Smith with it. Nelson, high post, on the block. And the Huskies tack on 2 more.
You want plays at the basket? You want threes? Junior's willing to take what the defense gives him, and that's the sign of a maturing player.
Up top, Nelson.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Pass to Humphries. Thompson. And again, UConn with the triple.
Well, you know, the Orange have one title for all their success in college hoops, and they've had plenty over the years. They got it done in 2003, crowned as champion. Melo led the way. It was an absolutely fantastic tournament run, and really was a crowning achievement for the program.
Here's Powers. Beat outside. Pass to Nelson. Starks. Shoots over Webb. Here's Powers. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. UConn leading. Here's Humphries. Right by Dean. Thompson outside. Junior. Shoots the 3. Again, UConn with the triple. And you guys, beyond Melo, there were a handful of other players on that team that would go on to play pro ball.
They beat some tough teams in the tournament as well. It was a long-awaited moment for Orange fans. Those who were around will never forget that 2003 team.
Pass to Powers. Here's Jackson. Wolf. Stolen. Syracuse, you guys, no stranger to tough competition. They switched conferences back in 2013 and always played tough competition.
The Orange aren't shy about wanting to play against the best opponents possible. The conference switch can't been some of their great rivalry games, but without a doubt, they are in one of the elite college basketball conferences.
Here's Powers. Pass to Wolf. Now Dennis. Here's Wolf. Now here's Dennis. Sanders. You by Smith. Just couldn't shoot. Here's Powers. Syracuse, no good that time either. Here's Humphries. Sanders defending. Good.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, but the defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Pass to Wolf. Dennis up top. And here's Sanders. Back to Dennis. Here's Wolf. Dennis. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Nelson. Looking to end the drought. And again, it's the Orange missing.
Syracuse has one title to its name, but a lot of near misses too. Clearly, you look at the tournament history for the Orange, a lot of highs and lows for sure.
Now here's Thompson. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And that one drops for him.
And a smart.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And the Huskies with possession. At one point, they led by 16. You guys, the Orange, also winning some titles before there was a standardized tournament.
The school is claimed to be the champions in 1918 and 1926. That might be when the school fell in love with the hardwood. They've had plenty of runner-up finishes and semifinal exits in their storied history.
Now here's Nelson. 5 points in the game. With the floater, and it's good on the layup.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Inside, Smith, and Junior throws it down.
Well, that's exactly what his coaches want from him. They want Junior attacking the rim and playing with energy at that end of the floor.
And it's Syracuse's ball. They trail by 14. Pass to James. Here's Wolf. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Smith. That's his first foul of the game. We're in single bonus, and they'll go to the line for the one-and-one opportunity.
I don't think there's any question about it. Carmelo Anthony, clearly the most famous Orange graduate, but you know what? There have been a fair amount of NBA players that have come from that program as well.
Syracuse will usually have a player or two that could play at the next level. Often they'll recruit players who will be great in college, and a lot of their best players have stuck around for 4 years because of that.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Thompson gets it to go.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low bar.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Powers. Pass to Wolf. Launches it. No good. Trying to beat the buzzer. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Huskies out in front, up by 16. And the first half of play in the books. You look at the game Junior's having. Talk about his numbers.
He's contributing. I mean, solid, not spectacular through the first half of play, but steady.
And sometimes the star players look to empower teammates early and then take a more active role down the stretch. We'll see if that's the game plan here tonight.
You know, one thing that Syracuse has really contributed to basketball is their zone defense. As a matter of fact, it's hard to watch a team play 2-3 zone and not think about Syracuse. They played that defense effectively for as long as Boeheim has been the coach there.
For a long time, it was a hallmark of the Orange. The 2-3 zone forces teams to beat you from the outside as they crowd the paint. The Orange made it successful by closing out quickly on the shooters and never giving up those easy shots.
And Junior throws it down hard.
Welcome to the Junior Show. An unreal dunk there. This team's bench is having a ball.
Pass to Powers. Back to Starks. Now here's Nelson. Guarded by Smith. Outside Nelson. To the inside. Here's Powers. Outside Nelson. James. And a miss there on the triple.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the back end.
They've done a lot of things today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Nelson with it. Now guarded by Junior. Outside, Nelson. Up top, Starks. Shoots over Webb. And again, it's the Orange missing. And it's the Huskies with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Syracuse now. Outside, Starks. Nelson, covered by Junior. Back to Starks. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Now UConn takes it the other way. Thompson from outside. Gets it to go from downtown.
Hey, it's plain and obvious that Thompson puts in time working on his shot. Grabs the ball there and sends it straight in. Boom.
Outside, Nelson. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by UConn.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
That's to Humphreys. Thompson. And again, UConn with the triple.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And we need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Now here's D. Guarded by Smith. Pass to Dennis. And here's D. Here's Wolf. Gets the three-pointer to ball.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Junior drives in. And Smith with a stop.
Has been smooth sailing for Junior on offense, working hard to prove his big league potential is more than potential, it's a reality.
Back to Dean. Outside Sanders. Dennis. The pass to Dean. And stolen by Junior. Goes up. And Smith with a stop.
Junior doing a great job bagging his own groceries there. Got the steal and then took it rack to rack for the finish.
And here's Sanders. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now here's Dennis. Outside Sanders. Now Dean. Guarded by Smith. Put by Dennis. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Orange good for 2.
Hey, throughout his career, Dean has proven very productive. It'll be interesting to see if that holds against NBA caliber defenders.
Here's Fletcher. But they recover it. Outside for Smith. Fletcher. Defended by Dennis. Here's Fletcher. And the layup is good.
Good job that time by Junior. Solid ball movement, understanding, and even sensing when one of his guys was open there.
Pass to Dennis. Stolen by Smith. Thompson on the wing. And again, UConn with the triple.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
With 3 of the last 5 baskets, they've allowed a come from the line.
Here's Wolf. Here's Dean outside. Fletcher with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted taking control on the bus. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Outside Sanders. Jackson. Back to Sanders. Dean outside. Pass to Sanders. Dean. Guarded by Smith. Here's Wolf. Just about to shoot. Dean up top to end the run. It's rebounded by Beasley.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
Exactly. It don't come much better or easier than that.
Pass to Wolf. Jackson. Here's Wolf. And here's Sanders. And here's Dean. Guarded by Smith. And again, it's the orange missing. To the paint. Fletcher. And that comes off the assist by Smith.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach drew up.
Now here's Dean. Pass to Jackson. Well target with the 3. And so here's UConn. Junior drives in. Out to Thompson. Back to Smith. Down low. Here's Porter. Beautiful dish. And the layup goes in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Back to Dean. Pass to Sanders. Jackson. There's Dean with the 3. Red Thompson with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, you got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Dean. To stop the drought. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, good work that time by Dean finding the shot inside because he stayed active and didn't let the defense lock him down.
Beasley, good.
Oh, he's got such great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Smith. That's his 3rd foul so far. Pass to Goodrich. Here's Olsen. Back to Goodrich. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Outside Macy. Murray. Pass to Macy. Parked down low that time. He got hit with the 3-second call. And it's Syracuse's ball. Now here's Lane. Goodrich outside. There's the block. Out of bounds. Orange ball as Syracuse keeps possession. They are. And it's UConn with the rebound. Here's Atkins. And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
And it's interesting that they were able to win so comfortably despite an off game from Junior. He's got to be grateful to have that kind of talent alongside him.
You know, this one got out of hand, actually was a laugher, but his enthusiasm tempered a bit by the fact he knows he can play better. And guys, I know he will.
And for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us as we get set for what should be an exciting night of college basketball. In this game, we'll see the UConn Huskies going up against the Villanova Wildcats. I'm Forrest Hunt. With me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and we're just about ready to get this thing started. And so off the tip is UConn. Outside, Smith, pass to Thompson. Junior, back to Thompson. The three, good, and Smith gets the assist.
showing he has the ability to read a defense. Junior, fantastic pass to set up the kick.
Here's Justice. Back to Charles. Fox, covered by Junior. Pass to Justice. Fox, and stolen by Junior. You guys, for a long time now, Villanova has been a great place for guards and wings, with some incredible talent coming out of those positions.
And if you're a perimeter player, Villanova is a fantastic place to grow your game. The school has done a great job of developing the talent of their perimeter players. It's been a major strength of the program the last few decades.
Now here's Charles. Pass to McCarthy. Puts up a three. Good on a three-point shot.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Thompson outside. Here's Humphries. Here's Webb. Guarded by Justice. Junior inside. 6 to shoot. Thompson. Pass to Webb. Shoots over Justice. Webb misses. Fox. The wing. Blackman. Fox. Here's McCarthy. Covered by Junior. Trying his luck from deep. Villanova gets it back. Outside Blackman. Pass to Fox. Blackman. The second chance effort. Rebound by Webb.
I don't know if there's been a more dominant team than the Villanova Wildcats in the last several years. They have been absolutely dominant in their conference, but also real dangerous come tournament time, too.
And Villanova winning their conference 5 of the last 6 seasons. That is no easy task, especially with the conference they play in. The way they recruit and continue to perform, this dominance may go on for a while.
Charles comes up and lays it in nice and easy.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets it.
Outside Smith. Thompson outside. Stolen by Blackman. And here's Charles. Outside Blackman. Pass to Fox. Stolen by Smith. It's Red Thompson on the wing. And the bucket is good.
And a smart basketball player. Thompson doesn't neglect the mid-range and will take what the defense gives.
And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. Parker, he's covered by Thompson. Right side, Blackman. He's up on that one.
Well, you look at the players that have been able to come out of Villanova and go on to successful pro careers. Really impressive, and I think it's a credit to the way the coaches teach the game and hold the players accountable. They're pro ready when they get done playing at Villanova.
Outside Charles.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Humphries. Here's Beasley. Here's Humphries. Unload from 9. And the Huskies tack on 2 more.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. It's just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Blackman. Good on the 13-footer. There have been plenty of Recent Wildcats in the NBA, you guys. Jalen Brunson, who won the AP Player of the Year award with Villanova.
Guys like Eric Pascal, Amari Spellman, still have stars like Kyle Lowry going strong as well. Some great players have come through this school.
Blackman with it. Thompson picks him up, and the call will be against Blackman. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
When you think back to that first title run of the Wildcats, went all the way in 1985. They won 8 seed in what was a magical run for the Wildcats.
So it's the Wildcats now. 11-point game. Outside Zimmerman. Off target from three-point range. And that 1985 team capped off with one of the biggest upsets ever.
And they won it all. They completely shook up the world with that upset. I mean, it's something that we still talk about today. What a great moment for Villanova and really for all the college sports.
Nailed from three-point land.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will
fairly one-sided. The Huskies out in front. They lead by 18. And about halfway through, what have you seen from Junior thus far?
His shot meter stayed maxed out throughout that first half. Tremendous efficiency.
Yeah, he picked and chose his spots, and when he struck, he made sure he didn't miss. I loved his approach, selective and effective.
Here's Fox. Gets an open look and hits. Here's Humphries. Into the lane. Thompson. That's to Humphries. Up top, Smith. Thompson outside. Junior high post. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Thompson for 3. Charles grabs the board. This Wildcat squad struggling. Outside, Blackman fires for 3. Here's Justice. It's stolen by Thompson. Junior outside. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. And Villanova the other way now. To the paint. Changes up. Here's Blackman. No good that time. Great D that time from Webb. To the inside. Thompson. Baked it off the glass.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. When they needed a basket, they've turned to him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Fox. Here's McCarthy. Now Justice. Jets at the 3. Pass again. Junior with the block.
Excellent focus defensively that time. Junior is a guy who can dominate at both ends of the floor.
Here's McCarthy. Blackman. Webb covering. Blackman with the bucket.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really didn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
And it's the Huskies with the ball. Junior with it. 13 points in the game. Out to Thompson. Back to Smith. Thompson. Pass to Junior. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson, right side. Good! And the assist goes to Junior.
And, you know, with Red Thompson, defenders have their hands full when trying to defend him. And he can comfortably create for himself and others.
Justice with it. Back to Charles. McCarthy. Now here's Justice. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Pass to Junior. Thompson. Brett Thompson can't get that one to fall.
He had a couple of them first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Now here's Charles. He's tightly guarded. Here's Fox. Comes up with the block. Misses off the right iron. For 3, Brett Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing. And good that time.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Outside Charles. Fox. Covered by Junior. Pass to McCarthy. Now a timeout called by Villanova. We've seen Thompson really having a great game.
But, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Davis on the wing. So both teams making some changes here.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the league. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Outside, Blackman. Huskies with the rebound. And here's Smith. Pass to Thompson. That's a basket. It's his 8th from the field. He's 8 for 14.
Hey, Junior gets a lot of talk about his game with good reason, but NBA scouts are high on Thompson's game as well.
Now Blackman. Here's Fox. Guarded by Smith. And it's Fox missing. And Smith on the wing. He lets go from deep. And again, UConn with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Even with the basket coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, they've been clearly the better team.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Outside, Blackman. Will it go? Doesn't go that time.
And you know what? He's just not a good team, no doubt about it. The deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
That one goes. Count it.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they'll have to continue to pound them down there.
Here's Blackman. Shot off. And the Huskies going the other way now. Outside, Smith. And the Huskies tack on 2 more.
And the timing Junior has on the payoff, love watching them stick it to the D.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right there, you just need a bucket to get some momentum. All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way. And they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
They're not having much success at all right now.
And they need to shuffle their lineup a little bit. Try to find something that works.
Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Junior. Pass to Atkins. It's Smith on the wing. Here's Richards. Shoots over Justice. On target from about 13 feet.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now here's Justice. Outside Sanders. The 3 ball. Gets it to go from downtown.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Outside, Smith. Pass to Richards. Junior. Inside. Stolen by Justice. And they're punching it up. The coast-to-coast dunk.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Back to Junior. Murray. To the middle. Pass to Junior. Here's Richards. Back to Smith. Here's Richards. A defending. Richards, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
Exactly. It don't come much better or easier than that.
Here's Atkins. And so it's UConn easily grabbing this one.
I thought the activity of Junior really set the tone. Great anticipation defensively, jumping, passing lanes, and basically being very disruptive out there.
He completely disrupted their offensive flow, put them in protect mode, and it's tough to win when you're playing on your heels. And obviously, those steals leading to the early offense as well.
And that concludes our broadcast. Thanks for being with us. Catch you next time.
Junior, couple questions.
Not this time, Alex. You played well. Let's leave it at that.